Hi guys, I'm here live with Liz, the owner of Blonde Blow Dry Salon. And as you know, our show is called the One Self Podcast. And here is where wellness meets purpose, inspiring you to grow intentionally and elevate your brand life and business. I'm so thankful to be here today. I have been getting my hair done with Liz for over a decade. Thank you for the glammed up look. You see the little glitter right here. She's amazing. And so I want to know more, Liz, about you and your professional background. What got you here?
Well, I've been doing this for 28 years now, and it's been a long road.
I know. It definitely has. And she's been, you were a manager of Regis.
Yeah, I worked at different chain salons where I managed in the past. So I got that experience of running a big salon.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. So what inspired you to start your own thing? You've worked in corporate America. You've also worked with other salons in collaboration. So what inspired you now to take that big step and say, hey, I'm ready to do this for myself?
Well, it's always been on my mind for years, and I was always kind of looking for the right opportunity and the right time. And I finally kind of found the right opportunity. And my main inspiration was I wanted somewhere to get my hair done every day.
Every day. The nice thing about her is you can actually come in for a walk-in and say you go into an important meeting, you don't have an appointment. If she has the space, you can get done from top to bottom. Your hair, your makeup, and just look great. And she'll even style you if you need to. She's amazing. She'll make you look your best. You're welcome. You're welcome. So now my next question is, how did your journey in the beauty industry begin? You started very young. So
I did. I was in high school, and I don't know. I took a visit to the beauty school one day because I dyed my hair black, and then I got tired of it, and I knew I couldn't get it out, so I went to beauty school, and I was there for 8 hours.
Oh man!
I got the blackout finally, but I just had so much fun in there that I was like, "Oh, this sounds like an interesting journey." Whether at that time it wasn't whether I was going to do it long term, it was just something that was fun.
Yeah. And then she registered herself, and then the rest is history, pretty much. But she's always learning. She's always doing new techniques, new trends. I love that about you. You're always willing to learn. What's the biggest challenge you faced when you opened your salon?
The biggest challenge was probably time. I was kind of on a 1 month limit, like a time frame. So, but it worked out. I had a lot of friends and family come out and help, and so it was able to be done in time.
I know. And if you saw this space back here before and you see it now, she put her whole idea. She had a Pinterest board she would show me, and she'd be like, what do you think? And she knew in her mind what she wanted it to look like. And so, and it came to reality. And I remember she even painted with her own hands and put stuff. And I'm like, man, she's not just a beauty boss babe. She's also able to do things to make her vision come true. So my next question, what makes the experience at your salon different than other beauty spaces?
One of the main things that I wanted to focus on is making sure that you had a consistent experience and that you have people that are working here that are experienced. So you're not just guessing. I'm going to walk in and I don't know what I'm going to get, but you're going to get a good, whether it's makeup, hair, color, whatever you come in for, that you're going to get great service and good customer service.
Exactly. And then another thing I like about you is if your girls have any questions or need some training on something, you're more than welcoming and telling them hey, let me show you a different way, or let me show you a technique that worked for me. So I love that about you. So I should talk to you about that. So how do you build long-term relationships with your clients?
I think, again, it's the same consistency. We end up developing a friendship, I think, and that I think makes it ends up being long term. Even after clients have moved away, we stay in touch. So I
Yes,
think
yeah.
that's really nice about working.
And people will actually come back out of town just to see their hair friend or
Yeah.
their hair person, to get their hair done. So it's because you've given that customer service so many times that they're just like, and you build a friendship with them eventually, and they just love and trust you, and they'll come back for you. So, so blowouts and brows, they're such a confidence boost. So why do you think these services have become so popular? To the permanent ones, the lashes, like there's all these new things.
Well, I think lately, they've always been a focal point to your face. Like if you don't have your brows done, but if you just do your brows, they look on point. It just makes your whole face, defines it, and makes it look better.
Yes.
And then the hair, I mean, that's probably one of the first things people notice about you when you walk into a room is your hair.
Yeah.
If it looks good or if it looks greasy.
Yeah.
So if you have a nice,
Yes.
hairstyle, then I think that's important.
Yes, and it also like reflects your outfit. So if you have a beautiful outfit on, but your hair is like you just get out of the
Yeah.
shower and you just showed up, it affects the whole picture and
It
the
does.
feel of yourself too.
Yeah.
So definitely that's a big one. So how do you stay ahead of now the beauty trends while keeping your signature style?
I'm always trying to, find training or go to training because that's one thing. It's a good thing. It's always evolving. So
Mhm.
the beauty industry is always changing by season,
Oh yes,
basically.
yes.
So you got to stay on top of that, and
Mhm.
you can't ever say I know everything
Yes.
because there's always new things coming out,
Mhm.
and so just stay ahead. And the important thing is that you can offer all these services
Correct.
ahead of time, and
Exactly.
even before people know, you always offer suggestions. So
Mhm.
because I mean, some people like the same hairstyle all the time,
Mhm.
but a lot of people like change.
Yes.
So you
Yes.
just got to stay on top of that.
Absolutely, absolutely. And sometimes you might think it might not look good on you, but you ask your person, and if they care about you enough, they'll be like, you know what, friend, this might not be a good look for you, but here's another suggestion.
Yeah.
And that's something that you probably have to do every day, is because you know the style of the hair, if it's curly, if it's straight, what can work, what won't work. And that's what makes you a specialist in what you do, is because you understand the hair in a different aspect.
Yeah.
So, as a business owner now, how do you balance your creativity with operating your business?
That's a tough one
It
because it's the creativity part. It's always, and I think that's for most salon owners. They like being behind the chair and working with people. So just have to set that time daily to be able to run the business and take care of all the behind the scenes stuff.
Yes, because it's like you got to run the social media, reach back out, buy product. There's a lot of things that people don't see. Make sure it's clean in here. And your reviews too, getting back to those people.
Yeah, and the people that are working here, the team that I have now, it's been nice because they are very helpful and like backing me up and helping out a lot. So that makes it a lot easier.
Of course, yeah. You're only as good as your team. So if you have a good team that you can lead, and then they'll always be good to you.
Yeah.
How you treat them is how they want to be here. They want to show up for you, and also they're learning from you too through the process. So what does client loyalty now mean to you?
I think the main thing with client loyalty lately has been they're sending referrals. They're constantly sending referrals. They come to me, they're happy. So then they send their friends in and, family members. So that's important, I think, for any business.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's the only way you grow, not only from outreach, but also like people in house that is like, hey, I had such a great experience. And another thing I like about you too is you let them have like their little mini headshot after the thing, after their service, and you feel good. You see those pictures, you're like, man, before, after, like what a difference just by spending that time with you.
My hidden skill.
Yes, photography. So what advice would you give to aspiring beauty professionals who want to open their own salon?
I think just keep on, don't give up. It may not be today, but it could be in a year or two or longer. Be a couple decades later. But if you just have your plan, definitely have your business plan ready, because I was able to plan it out in 4 weeks. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you definitely have to have a business plan.
Yeah.
So you have it set.
Yeah, but you had your mindset though. You
Yeah.
knew that down the road this was what you wanted to be. You wanted to be
Yeah.
your own business owner.
Mhm.
You wanted to, be a leader to other professionals. And I love that you did that and you made it happen. So, looking forward, what's your vision for Blonde Blow Dry's future?
My vision is we'll just continue to grow, maybe eventually franchise if we got all the right people full and thriving. And, I just, I don't know, focus more on education too.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And she's always empowering women too, guys. She donates her services to cutting and making these women look beautiful for the wedding expo, and that's amazing too. Just giving back to these
Yeah.
women, and then she's had educational classes in her place too. So it's really awesome to see how much you've expanded yourself as a business owner, and so I'm really proud of you as my friend
Yeah.
and as a fellow entrepreneur. So my last question: what inspires you daily?
I have to say a big part is my clients. Like, oh, today I have so and so. I look at my schedule, and like the week before Valentine's, we had, it was just such. Everybody came in with like really good energy. Everybody's
That's
like, I was
awesome.
tired, but the next client got there, and they were like, oh my gosh, I'm going. They had their plans, and it's kind of exciting, like to you feed off of that energy when
Yep.
they're so happy and they're like, I'm gonna go, I have dinner plans, I have a party, I have whatever planned.
Mhm.
So I don't know, that makes me feel good and it keeps me going and motivated.
Awesome. I love that. I love that.
Mhm.
So, guys, if you want to see the replay, I'll be posting that on my page. But please follow this lovely lady on social media, Blonde Blow Dry Salon at blonde blow dry _ salon. And here's her website, guys, blondeblowdry.glossgenius.com. And for the replay, follow at One Self Consulting. Guys, I'm going to leave you with this quote: when purpose leads, impact follows. So thank you so much for having time for the show, and I can't wait for more to come. So bye, guys, and we'll see you on the other side. Have a good one.